I gave my soul away to someone I cared for, and every time she hurts, she's knocking on my door. I take her under my wing, provided everything, including my life, if she ever needed anything. 5 or 6 months we started to attach, latch into a feeling that never had me turning back. I pushed so I could win her emotion, so she could witness how bad my ribcage is open. Holding hands as a year went past. Happy anniversary, and I hope this will last forever, because I never had anyone greater. Your sweet candy love became my lifesaver. A woman I dreamed of is present in my face. I told her there is no one that ever could replace a beautiful relationship, and that's the truth. I never would have thought any love could be this smooth.
When the sun is shining, why is there a cloud over me? But it's all fine, man. I'd rather have it storming over me. Now let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain. Let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain.
A year and a half, we relaxed and laughed, questioned each other, how did we ever make it past all the days when we had our ups and downs? It didn't matter what we gone through, we're still around. I'd trade anything in my life to be with you. She smiled with plastic, she felt it wasn't true. Lied in my face all these days, why how precious? All because she saw one little text message. She asked me one question and I answered it faithfully. It still wasn't enough to get her to trust into me. Deceived by every word I heard from her, fooled, but I never noticed when the time had occurred. Smiling at what I thought was real, and every day I told her all the time about how I feel, when I really thought we were cool. But now I'm confused. I asked her if she trusted me, she said that she do.
When the sun is shining, why is there a cloud over me? But it's all fine, man. I'd rather have it storming over me. Now let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain. Let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain.
2 years and we tried to push our careers, split it by miles, and losing her is all that I feared. The Navy had her busy as I waited for a phone call. If I couldn't have her, I wanted nothing at all. She finally had her privacy and got into my wishes. I was happy as hell, but still she thinks that I'm suspicious. Telling her how bad I want her, she's all I needed, and thinking our relationship will never be defeated. So I'm working every day to make enough money to travel, to go visit her, so every day became a battle. But one little night, she asked again the same question. I answered it again, but this time I felt my aggression coming out my heart when she told me I was lying, said I'm sneaking women. Tell me, how am I defying? Hurting because my love is crushed, and told it I don't want this relationship if I can't have your trust.
When the sun is shining, why is there a cloud over me? But it's all fine, man. I'd rather have it storming over me. Now let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain. Let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain. When the sun is shining, why is there a cloud over me? But it's all fine, man. I'd rather have it storming over me. Now let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain. Let it rain on me, rain on me, rain on me.